guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with my 10 before the end. These are 10 books that have been on my TBR for way too long that I need to read. Now, like, half of them are on my October TBR, but between my TBRs that I have, the videos I love to film, like vlogs, and holiday reading, which includes fall reading and my much anticipated Christmas reading, I don't know if I'll remember to fit these in. So I feel like this might be a little bit early to talk about these, but I have 3.5 months left until the end of 2025, which is crazy to think about, but I have 10 books and I'm just like, must read. So the goal is to add at least 3 of them to each month, and so I should be able to finish these by the end of the year. They're books that I've talked about a lot, that I've put on a lot of TBRs, and you're just like, you haven't read that yet? No, I haven't. Also, I am pre-filming and I have not changed. I know some people will sit down and pre-film and change shirts between videos, but we're just sitting down and filming all of these. So this is my 3rd video I'm filming today. I do go out of town for 10 days in October, so I'm gonna be gone and I have to catch up on filming. So I hope you enjoy my purple sweatshirt because I actually love it. So I hope you've enjoyed all the videos in it, but we're gonna get started. The first one I think has been on my TBR for like over 5 years, and the reason why I thought about it is because I did my video reading blue books and I had pulled this, and Jeremiah from Love Island inspired this. So if you did not know, Anna Huang did like an Amazon event with Jeremiah, and I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. And Jeremiah actually has his own book club, and I'm just like, one of the only good things that have come out of reality TV is someone using their influence for good. So he's been reading books and venturing into fiction, and I stumbled upon one of his lives with this author. I thought he actually did a really good job with this author interview. He asked really good, insightful questions and had like clearly read the book, and it had been on my TBR for a long time, and I loved how the author spoke about the book as well. That's Song of Achilles. I have had this on my TBR for so long. So many of my friends love this book, and I just know it's sad. And I don't know if it has a happy ending or not. I don't know anything about this book. I believe it is MM, and I am kind of in the mood to be broken. So there's another book on this list that I know will break me, and I'm currently in the middle of a reading vlog, which I don't know if it's gone up yet or not based off of my filming schedule, but I'm reading angsty books and I'm like thriving. I love angst, and I feel like I've just like not been reading a lot of angsty stuff lately, and that's just my roots, and I just feel like this will destroy me in the best way possible. So I'm very intrigued to read this, and I feel like I want to read some kind of like literary classics, you know, that everybody's read. So on my list, we'll be reading. Then this one will be reading because I was pleasantly surprised that my Patreon picked it as our book to read together. We pick a book a month to read together, and so I gave them like 7 options. This one actually won, and that is Unwanted by Mia Sheridan. I've definitely put this on a couple of TBRs. This one I believe is republished of one of her older books, and I love Mia Sheridan, and I think I will love this, and the second book just came out and I would love to read that as well. They all definitely have a lot of suspense in them, which is why I love Mia. And this one, she is a wilderness guide, and she's going to a small town to help with a double murder investigation. I love some murders and romance books, and I believe he is the suspect, and he lives alone in the woods. I am just so excited. I cannot wait for new Mia Sheridan, and I need to read more of her books. I need to keep up with her backlist. So also I just love the like orange in here, and like I said, I have book 2 as well, so I will for sure be reading this. Very excited. And then another one is Pack Darling by Lola Rock. I am very into Omegaverse. I definitely discovered my love of Omegaverse this year, and let me look at what the synopsis of this is, because I actually think I've put it on a bunch of TBRs as well. I don't remember if it's on my October TBR, but I did get the audiobook from Audible when they're having one of their sales. I think this is a 3-book series though, like this is part 1, part 2, and then there's book 3. And this though is like one of the OG beloved Omegaverse that I know, because I literally own this already, and I bought it like a couple years ago when I wasn't even reading Omegaverse, just all my friends were talking about it. So this says that people have thought she's a dud. Nobody thought she'd have her awakening, never have mates. She just wants to be left alone. And then there are 5 heroes. They don't want an Omega, but they need one. It says they'll never have a real spot for her in their pack. And she's like, well, I never wanted a pack anyways. And it says MMFMMM. So there are MM scenes too, which I do like in my Why Choose Romances. So this says it's a human Omegaverse featuring growly alpha males, but no shifters or shifting. I actually didn't know that. I thought this literally had shifters in it because it's called Pack Darling. That's probably why she had to put that at the end, but I'm feral for this. I will be reading it. I do have the audiobook. That's already a good sign that I will probably get to this one. The next one is one because I just saw my library got this audiobook and I immediately downloaded it and I have to read it because I've seen two people talk about it. One, my friend Krista, and then also April. And both of them I know have talked about this and I think they love it. And that is The Scattered Bones by Nicole Serrano. I don't know how to say that last name. I don't know anything about this. It's actually pretty short for a fantasy. It's only 9 hours on audio, so I'm not too intimidated. But it just says, I remember them saying like, it's wild. I think that's what they were talking about with this book. It says a mysterious man known as the Stranger promises to return Cade to her. Sella is tasked with finding each one of her love's scattered bones, his severed body hidden in the darkest corners of the realm. Whoa. So she doesn't care how treacherous the challenges are. She'll do whatever it takes because it's her fault that he was punished. Oh my gosh. Okay. Orpheus and Eurydice meets Lord of the Rings. Christy hated it, but this looks good. So I'm very excited. I cannot wait to read this. Maybe it wasn't as crazy. Maybe it's a different one. We will see, but I'm excited. I have this on audio. Then you guys are probably like, why haven't you read this yet? Listen, life's been crazy and I need time to delve into this, and that is Alchemized. This is on my October TBR, but like I said, life has been crazy, work has been insane, and I have done a lot of traveling in the past couple months, so I am slowing down a little in November and December, so I will for sure be reading this. Hopefully at the end of October I can get to this because I don't have anything going on at the end of October, but this is my signed Barnes Noble edition, but like the dust jacket keeps on slipping off because they put it on weird, but this 1,000-page monstrosity is going to be read by the end of the year. This is Alchemized. This is Sen Lin Yu. This is a very, very, very dark romance based off of a fan fiction, and I've heard it's even darker than the fan fiction, so I'm ready for my heart to be broken. I may or may have not looked at the end to see if it was the same, and I will not ruin anything about it, but I did look. Just glanced to see, because if you know the end of the fan fiction, you know the end, and I literally just glanced to see if what was there was there. I'm not gonna tell you if it was or not, but I was just curious. So 1,000 pages. This is actually really heavy because they're like such thin pages. These are like the Bible pages. They're like very smooth though. Oh, I don't know if I like that texture. It's gonna be read. I have also put this book on like every single TBR, and I just get nervous with this author's books. I am scared I won't like them, but some of them are my all-time favorites, and that's Emily Henry. I loved Happy Place, and I put that book off for over a year because I just saw so many people like it and not like it. So Great Big Beautiful Life, I don't even know the synopsis of this, but I really just love Emily Henry's romances and like the complexity to them and the angst in them, especially Happy Place. So, and I really liked the one that came before this one, the blue one. I'm blanking on the name right now, but I really liked Beach Read. I didn't like People We Meet on Vacation, and I didn't like Book Lovers, but also those two are the ones that I listen on audio. So maybe I'm just not an Emily Henry audio fan. Maybe I need to physically read hers because all the rest I physically read. So I've stuck to physically reading hers, which is why they take me longer to get to, or else I would have been able to fly through the audiobook when it released. But we're gonna take my time and hopefully love this. Oh yeah, I think they're competing to write the biography of someone. So I'm excited. I have some high hopes for it. We'll see if I love it. Then we have a Tal Bauer book, which thank you to Samantha for putting this on my radar. This is on my September TBR, and I hope to read it soon, but it's long, so that's why I'm putting it on this list. I need to make sure that I don't let the length scare me away. So that is The Fall by Tal Bauer. I think this is like 600 pages, but I love Tal Bauer. I discovered him a couple years ago, and I haven't read enough. I only read like 1 or 2 a year, but this one is Amnesia, and I have read a couple amnesia romances lately, and I'm just like, I need more. I love that trope for a reason. I just never get to read it enough. And this one, he had fallen in love with the guy and got amnesia because he's a hockey player. He gets hit in the head and then forgets the last year of him falling in love. So in his mind, his like life is falling apart and he's single and hopeless, but he's really in love with someone. And so I cannot wait to read this. I feel like it's gonna give me angst and emotions and all the Tal Bauer goodness. So I can't wait to read it. Then I have Anywhere You Go by Bridget Morrissey. I loved that summer feeling last year. I put this on a bunch of TBRs and haven't gotten to it yet. So I'm putting it on my priority by the end TBR because I have to read this. I do have the audiobook out. It's a sapphic romance. And in this one, I believe they are from like different sides of like society and they have to swap houses and they fall in love. So the covers are always super pretty, and like I said, I really loved her last sapphic romance I read, and she has a really cute YA witchy one. Like, I don't know if it's paranormal or not. I actually don't think it's paranormal. I just think it's like Halloween centered, but it's so cute, but it's YA. So I don't know if I want to read it because I haven't read a YA in a really long time, but I want to read her new sapphic adult romance because it looks amazing. Then I have one that scares me because I have seen so many different reviews. Some people have obliterated this book and some people love it, and that is People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. I really do enjoy Hannah Bonham Young's books. I have to be in the mood for something less high stakes when I read her books because a lot of times they're just like really sweet and you just really love the characters, and I'm a very plot heavy driven person, so, and I like a little bit more angst in my romances, so I have to go in knowing I'm in the mood for this. And this though, I have had a few people tell me they absolutely hated it, but then my friend Tabitha recently read it and she's like, it was good. So it didn't like blow her away. I think she gave it like 4-ish stars. And so that made me a little less scared to read this because I love Hannah Bonham Young and I loved the first book I read by her, which was Next to You, I think. It was the Friends to Lovers one that I had read, but this one, I've seen a lot of people hate the hero. So he is tattooed and he has a mustache, which does not bother me. And this has to do with Alzheimer's, which I'm like, so many romance books this year dealt with dementia and I don't know why, and it's really sad. And so I don't love that a lot of them have that plot in them, and this one does too. So it says that her mother, she is caring for her and she has dementia. So and then Milo is a wanderer with a beat up van covered in bumper stickers and they fall in love. So I'm going in with an open mind. We will see. Wish me luck. And the last one I have is one because this author has been blowing up everywhere, and especially the series, and for some reason I've just been gravitating toward hockey romances. We're gonna go with Face Off by Chelsea Curto because I love a heroine who plays a sport. I love it, love it, love it. And in this one, I believe they play on the same team, and everyone's been raving about these books. I think I'll love it because I think Tori also read maybe this one. I don't remember which one of the series she read. I thought it was this one, but she actually might have skipped to the pink one now that I think about it. But this one is, they are both professional hockey players for the DC Stars, and he is the best player in the league, but he's never had a winning record. So he's desperate to turn things around, and there was tension between them where they fell into bed together, and they vowed it was only one time, and it didn't mean anything, and she doesn't date hockey players. I need to read this and hopefully the rest of the series because this is an author I think I'll fall in love with, and I've been trying to read new to me authors. I think this actually might be, other than Madeline Miller, this might be the only. So there are 3 new to me authors on this list, including Chelsea Curto, so hopefully I love this. I got to meet her at a signing and she was so sweet, and she's writing a meteorologist romance and a dark stalker romance, so it sounds like I will love her books, so I just need to dive in and start them. And that is my 10 before the end. Let me know what you're excited to read for the rest of the year. Let me know which ones you think I'm gonna absolutely love that I talked about. What do I need to read first? Give me all the details. If you've made it this far, leave me a skull in the comments down below to let me know you've watched for this Scattered Bones, because she's got to go around looking for the bones of the man she loved. I'm so intrigued. I'm intrigued by a lot of these. All of these make me so excited for reading, so I can't wait to read them. But that is all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.